All right, we're here with Aaron Delezenski, who just completed the live proctor exam and killed it. First of all, congratulations, Aaron. How do you feel now that you've become a certified admin passing this proctored exam?
Well, thank you very much. I love it. I've been looking forward to this, and because I've been in high levels since early 2020, uh, pretty much I know like the back of my hand. I coach it for actually Joel Kaplan's group, um, and so when I heard about this certification program at the high level event back in October, I jumped on this immediately because I'm like I want to take the test right now. So it's no, I'm really excited about this because I absolutely love high level.
I love that. I love that. What motivated you to join the admin certification program? I know you kind of touched on this briefly, but was there any other influences, self-challenges?
Uh, what it influenced me to jump on it was I think part of it was at the event Sean was talking about the reason for it was because there's so many people out there that are like I get DMs too from people, hey, I'm an expert in high level, and I'm sure people have gotten ripped off by so-called gurus, and so I really like what high level is doing as far as certifying their own users or their own customers so that one, it'll help hopefully it'll help me get more business with the directory. But then also, then it just gives me more power to say, yes, I'm certified by the actual high level team. Uh, because everything that high level is doing over the entire time I've been a high level customer, just listening to all the feedback and, oh, we have a request from the customers. Okay, they actually take care of it. The constant updates that are being rolled out, most other softwares, it's like once a year roll out 2.0 or 3.0, but no, it's I just kind
Uh,
of like those things. Everything Ohio is doing, I think they're doing it amazingly. They're doing it great. So
no, I
that's why
appreciate that.
I'm part
Yeah,
of
we
it.
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys' feedback. A lot of this the skateboard model is not comfortable. It's not for everybody, but it's purely just a feedback loop, which is, it's been shown time and time that it's progressively getting better. We're constantly putting back into the business, constantly building, adding developers, support. So we wouldn't be out without you guys. So big thank you to you guys, especially being a so early, an early adopter. Okay, the next question is, can you share a skill or knowledge you gained during the program that you find most valuable? And you don't have to answer this. We've had people say, I've been doing it for a long time. There's a couple of things I didn't know, but so completely up to you.
Yeah, kind of that answer. I I almost feel that not to be too cocky, but the confidence is I feel I could have taken this the day I signed up. Because as I was saying, I started in early 2020, and my first client that I had, and this was with triggers and campaigns, which were well, my first client
Yeah.
would just message me pretty much every day for like the first month, like, hey, they can't get this message. Hey, I want them to get this type person. So I'm in there constantly. And then also, I'm in a coaching program, whether if you want to say the name or not, but Joel Kaplan. I'm
Yep.
part of his. I worked with him for 3 years, and I run twice a week a coaching call for his program. We call it the tech support and automations call. 95% of the questions I get in there is all about high level, and I've been doing this for 3 years now. So me being in high level on a daily basis, plus those twice a week coaching calls, all these questions I get, I'm in the high level Facebook group all the time trying to help people out. So I confidently say I feel like I know the high level like the back of my hand. I watch pretty much all of Sean updates videos that come out. So as far as what I got out of what I learned in this, yeah, there's a couple of details here and there that maybe I haven't jumped fully in on because there's so much. Like I do know a lot of it, but there are little things that I just missed, didn't know here or there that you taught in your videos. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that like from the agency view or trying to think of an example, but
Yeah, no, you're
yeah.
good. No, I totally understand that. It is one of those things like I always mention this 80% of the people use 20% of the features. And what those 20% of the features really depend on what your business model is or how you run your operation. So those will vary. So that's exactly how it is. If you come into high level trying to use every feature, good luck.
Mhm.
because you're really going to struggle. There's certain core features, which is why they're like, if you use a SAS configurator, there's some things you can't turn off because those are considered core features. Those ones are the ones you should know. And that's kind of what we built this course around, is like getting started from the ground up. And as this course or the certification program progresses, we're really going to focus on more of the day-to-day, more of the optics, more of the setup in terms of like logistics of workflows and how they maneuver between memberships and affiliate manager and all those kind of things. So that's a good observation. Is like you said, there's some things you haven't touched on, but if you were, you'd probably, okay, I get that now.
Yeah.
Um, for someone considering joining the program, what advice or tips would you give them based on your experience?
So I'm joining the program. I would say, well, I mean, going through the video, I would actually probably suggest mm, potentially if you're brand new, just signed up high level, just learned about it today. I don't know if I would say jump in immediately. I would really say get in, get your feet wet, play around with it. Uh, I mean that's what the videos here teach. They teach you how to use high level, but at the same time, if you're jumping on paying that $97 a month, that might not be the best. Um, and also, I kind of think that the certification program should be for people that really know it well. And just going through this course when you're not in real world day to day working with clients on it, are you in a way are you an expert after completing this course? But really, I think yeah, it's the main things of going through, learning the basics of it, understand testing it, even after each watching each one of your videos or the videos in the course, go through and do it yourself. Don't just watch and answer the quiz, but actually go through and play around yourself in the software so that you know. Because I find learning when you actually click and do something, I find you learn better. That's why like when I'm on my coaching calls and somebody says, "Hey, can we go set this workflow up or fix this?" They're sharing their screen. A lot of times I'll ask, "Hey, would you rather have me do you want me to take control of your screen and go click through, or do you want me to point out and show you what to click?" And I ask everybody that because people learn differently. For me, I'd rather click it myself, even though I'm watching the same thing, but if I do the click, it sticks better learning for me. So I would just say go through and after each video, go and actually click through, test it, explore around yourself. Because also things are changing high level all the time. So the video might be slightly different than what's
Yep.
the interface there.
No, you hit the nail on the head right there. The biggest thing that when I was in the support environment was a lot of people were like, "Can I do this? Can I do that?" And so badly wanted to say, "Did you try it?" Because it's really one of those things like if there's something that interests you and you want to use it, go try it. Go do it. So those are the big factors I used to run into. Used to drive me bonkers. I'm like, I wanted to say that so bad, but I couldn't. I had to keep it politically correct, or for lack of a better word there. But yeah, it's one of those things like if you really dive into the product, test it, know what each button does, it does tweak things and it really gives you good feedback of what you can and can't do. Instead of assuming if I do this and then going live, which is always the worst experience because you haven't really gone through it. And I call it the tunnel approach. You want to follow when you're testing, the customers come in one way through the top of the funnel, all the way down to the bottom. You can't start in the middle. You got to go all the way from the top. So if they submit a form, you submit the form. If they're going to book a calendar, you got to book the calendar. And you literally reenact the whole site, like the whole environment. So you get that feel for it. When you try and jump in the middle, it's not really conducive to what you're trying to do. So that's a big obstacle that I guess even a tech support and even as a coach you run into is like a lot of people want to like, does it do this? Does it do that? Well, go try it.
Right.
That's the world's your oyster. Go knock it out.
Yeah. I see those questions all the time in the Facebook group. I'm like, it's just go in there and click the button. Like
Yeah.
test it.
And just
I
test it on yourself. No
for
big.
me, I rarely ever reach out to support. The only times I ever reach out to support is I've gone through everything. It's nope, it's actually a technical glitch going on. So yeah, I think it's just
And,
testing it, clicking through.
and Another reason why we created the directory is because we want to start deflecting those kind of questions to professionals and experts. Like for us, we work on HighLevel, you guys work in it. So for us, we do very the fundamental stuff, like the setup stuff. But when it comes to day-to-day use cases, you as a coach and as an agency and as a business owner, you'll see a lot more aspects than we will as a person that just works on the app. So a lot of the next progression to this course will actually rely a lot on the certification individuals to actually work with us in terms of building the next level and getting those skills badges and talking about those use cases. And we're not going to dive too much into the edge cases, but there are going to be times where there are edge cases, and we want to know who is the person to talk to for this edge case. And that's where we're going to say, go talk to this person. They nailed this already. We can show you how to set this up, but when you come to this specific instance, this is the person you want to talk to. Uh, that pretty much sums it up. Aaron, thank you. Congratulations again for jumping in. What I'm going to do now is add you to the official community for all the other past students. I'll also get you added to the directory. You'll get to set up your badge, and then you're off to the races. And we'll check back in with you in the next quarter and see how everything's going. Again,
Awesome.
congratulations.
Thank you.